Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Friday, February 2nd. A number of fundamentals came out. If we look at manufacturing in China, the US, Eurozone, Japan, it all looks good in terms of growth patterns. Japan is at its highest level in 4 years. So that's a good thing. If you look at crude oil production, I do want to mention something. There's some conversation going back and forth with me in emails. And what I want to mention is that we've been exporting distillates for quite a while. But when it comes to exporting crude oil, that's a new thing for U.S. producers. And actually that part is going pretty well too. We're doing a lot more with Mexico. And the issue is how sour and sweet, heavy, sour, sweet crude oil is produced. And we have the ability in the Gulf Coast to process a heavy, sour crude. So that's had an impact on that. And also we're producing over 10 million barrels a day. And that's a big number that people have been looking at for the crude oil market. All right, but let's take a look at what's going on with the NASDAQ market. And not much. You can see it's gotten a little bit weaker as this market's backing off. But we have numbers coming out tomorrow that could support this market. Also, we're at the lower edge of where we should find buyers. And that is what I'm looking for on Friday. So I'm looking for a positive close there in that market. In the currency market, the euro did get stronger. It's not quite exactly what you want to see. Over here in the Swissy, it's the strongest out of all these currencies. I do look for follow through in that market. Japanese yen traded below its bearish level, and the magnitude change in this market, I realize I never told you about that particular trade. That magnitude change is $1,312.25 to give you an idea of that change. And I think we have a chance for an update on Friday in that market. Well, interest rates right on target. Look at the 10-year notes, nice and weak. I don't look for the same kind of move on Friday, but continued downward pressure. In the gold market, it's trying to figure out what to do. The real key here is the next few days. We need to see follow through from those buyers if we're going to see a change in behavior. Same thing holds true for crude oil. I still look for positive movements going into the close for Friday, but I don't look for a dramatic move to the upside. And in soybeans, this is a market that did break and did continue weaker. I'm looking for an inside day on Friday. Wheat traded below its bearish level, and the magnitude change in that market, I think we talked about this, is $1,300 a contract, and this is setting itself up for an up day on Friday. And that concludes today's market studies. Thank you for being with me. I'm looking forward to being with you again tomorrow. In the meantime, take care.